13 on your side, Chief Meteorologist George Lessons is here now with a first look at our forecast. It's like 20 degrees lower than it should be today.
Absolutely, but we have a chance to ditch that winter coat coming up later this week. But again, cloudy outside. Yes, been some rain and snow showers throughout the day today, more like ice pellets. But right now in Grand Rapids, looks like things are dry. We've had about 1/10 of an inch, even 1/4 of an inch of rain mixed in with a few of those wet snowflakes or ice pellets down toward Kalamazoo. The other factor has been the winds today, gusting to 35 plus here inland and 45 miles per hour at the lakeshore in Holland and also in Muskegon. 48 miles per hour at the I-96 mile marker 38. That's toward the lakeshore. And again, wind gusts to about 35 to 45 miles per hour today. Most of the impactful rain is now east of Grand Rapids, as we thought it would be this afternoon. There might be a residual sprinkle yet this evening in the inland areas, but even that will come to an end. And then we're going to be on a warming trend. While we're in the 30s and 40s, it'll climb into the 50s tomorrow and 60s by Thursday. So a nice warm up on the way. As far as temperatures, upper 30s around Big Rapids. We're in the mid 40s down toward Kalamazoo. A little light rain there in Ionia and over toward Lansing. Some areas are a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. Some other areas are at or a little bit cooler. We do have that milder weather on the way. We'll show you how warm it will be, and that's coming up here a little bit later on.
And George is out on the weather deck.
And George, I remember that day well. Boy, it seems 20 years, that's just flown by that time.
It has, and we're still here, Julianne.
Yeah, and what would we do without the weather ball?
I don't know. Watch us, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's here, and we put it up 20 years ago, coming up here on this Sun. Do remember that gala very well. Let's take a look at the 13 weather ball tonight. It is red. Yay! Cheers abound. And we've got warmer weather ahead next several days. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures not dropping much lower than they are right now, only into the upper 30s as the rain has departed in most areas, and we'll get some sunshine throughout the afternoon. We'll call it mostly cloudy to partly cloudy tomorrow. Mid and upper 50s. Not quite our average high, but pretty close. Low pressure system moving away from us. That's why the precipitation is ending. We'll see a brief bit of clearing late tonight and on and off clouds, maybe some sunshine to start today, some clouds around the middle of the day, some clearing taking place later on tomorrow night, and that may lead to a little bit of frost on Thursday morning. All of the rain is going to stay either to our north or south over the weekend, but by the end of the weekend, we're going to see a chance of some rain move on in. This is on Sunday, and this is Sunday evening, so we'll stay dry until Sunday evening, and our temperatures are going to start to warm up nicely. Let's check those. In the next couple of days, we'll climb out of the 40s into the 50s. We'll climb into the 60s then on Thursday, and we'll be flirting with 70 on Friday. We'll stop short of that in the upper 60s, but we are heading into the 70s by Saturday and into Sunday. And our warm weather is going to continue. This is the long-range outlook from May 8th through 12th. Much of the eastern 2/3 of the country returning to high chances for warmer temperatures. Our averages are in the upper 60s. We'll be 70 plus during most of that time period. And well, it took a vacation, but we have an equal chance for more or less precipitation coming up during that same time period. Tonight along the lakeshore, still windy this evening. The winds will gradually die down from the north later on as skies become partly to mostly cloudy. Upper 30s to around 40 for lows. Still might be a brief evening rain and or snow shower in the northern sections of our viewing area, especially from 131 eastward. Overnight lows into the mid and upper 30s. And again, windy this evening, but the winds will lighten up later on tonight. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we're looking for an early evening rain or snow shower, especially away from Lake Michigan. Overnight lows in the upper 30s. 13 on your side forecast. Here we go. Temperatures climbing into the 60s through Saturday, 72 on Sunday. Best chance for any rain will come Sunday night into Monday when there may be a rumble of thunder. Drying out on Tuesday. That next system going to drag down a little bit more seasonable weather starting next Wednesday through the following Friday. That means highs will be in the mid and upper 60s. Well, can't wait to ditch the winter coat, hat, and gloves because it is still darn cold here in West Michigan. Wind, but at least the rain and snow is starting to end. 13 weather ball is red. Milder weather ahead the rest of the week, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Here's our featured phyto tonight. This is Giselle. Carrie, Ellie, going to give you the green paw this evening and tomorrow morning. Temperatures very similar, right around 40 or so. Winds will be better here tomorrow than they are this evening. So get out, take Giselle for a quick walk here this evening. More sunshine tomorrow, 5.9 out of a 10-point scale to recharge the energy grid so you can drive that electric car around. Winds will be similar to today. Not quite as windy here in West Michigan. Nonetheless, there'll still be a bit of a breeze, so a great day to create green energy. Low pressure system finally going to get kicked out to the northeast, still wrapping around some scattered showers, but the bulk of the wet weather is now well to our east. Still a couple of snowflakes yet up north, but skies are going to clear here late tonight and tomorrow morning before we see a few midday clouds tomorrow, so kind of a partly cloudy day. More sunshine, though, during the day on Thursday. On Friday, there'll be some showers along US 10 northward, but we'll stay dry, and we'll see some sunshine here on Friday. Over the weekend, all the rain stays well to our north. Winds turn around more to the south and east, so that's going to warm us up. It won't be until Sunday afternoon or Sunday night before we see our next chance of rain. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the mid-50s rather than the 40s. Downwind of Lake Michigan, it will be cooler. On Thursday, we'll be up into the mid-60s. Again, a little bit cooler downwind of Lake Michigan. And by Friday, we'll hit the upper 60s, and you see these 70s off to our south. That's where we will be by Saturday and Sunday. Long range outlook. This is right at the end of our 10-day into the middle part of May. High chances that we will stay warmer than average. By that time, our high temperatures are approaching 70, and still an equal chance for more or less rainfall. During that 7-day period, we do get about 9/10 of an inch of rain. Though for tonight, the skies will be mostly cloudy this evening, windy, upper 30s to near 40, but the winds will die down a little bit overnight. Maybe a brief sprinkle or snow flurry yet here this evening. Mid-30s for overnight lows. The winds also dying down after a windy evening. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Overnight lows will be in the upper 30s. 13 on your side forecast. It'll be 72 on Sunday. That rain coming in late in the day, overnight. Maybe a rumble of thunder next Monday. We're going to turn a little bit cooler after next Tuesday. More seasonable weather in the mid and upper 60s. Maybe a slight chance of a shower next Wednesday. Looking forward to get rid of the withered coat, maybe for the season this week.
I am too, and I hope it is for the season. Thank you, George.
Another windy, cold, damp day here in West Michigan, but this will be the last of them as we have warmer weather on the way. Let's check that 13 weather ball. It is red. Warmer, milder weather ahead the rest of this week, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures today around 40 in Big Rapids, mid-40s elsewhere, very similar to yesterday, but well below our average high of 65. We'll get closer to that later this week. We did forecast 41 today, and we were within 3 degrees of that forecast high, back on track. 21 out of the last 22 days. In terms of rainfall, there was enough to wet the ground and more. Most of the rain here in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore has ended for the last several hours. It is dry out here on the weather deck right now. 1/4 of an inch down toward the Kalamazoo area. Now the upper level winds starting to be a little bit more favorable after it seems like since mid-April, the winds about out of the northwest. Well, that low pressure system is exiting to the east, and eventually our winds turning around to the west and southwest. So a gradual warm up all the way through the weekend into early next week. We'll see that southwest wind kick in along about Sunday into Monday. Some slightly cooler air going to ooze down here later on next week, right around Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but certainly it will be warmer than it has been the last couple of days. You can see some of that cooler air coming down for Mother's Day weekend. We still have a few scattered sprinkles here, but the bulk of the rain and the wet weather has now moved off to the south and east of Grand Rapids, where it will stay as that low pressure system exits the region. So we've got much improved weather on the way. We'll see a mixture of some clouds and sun here during the next 2 days, and then more sunshine as we get into the weekend. So for tomorrow, we'll start out with mostly sunny skies. It'll become mostly cloudy around the middle of the day, and then end of the day will be sunny. Upper 40s to around 50. The warm spot in Muskegon at 54. Northern part of our view viewing area. Again, some partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Winds will still be a bit brisk from the north, but not as windy as today. Low 50s along I-94, or US 10, I should say. Low and mid 50s in Fremont and Greenville, and along I-94 will be in the mid 50s with morning sunshine, midday clouds, and the end of the day will clear. 13 on your side forecast. 50s tomorrow, 60s on Thursday. Our average high is 65. We'll exceed that starting on Friday all the way through the following Friday. There is a chance of some late day or overnight showers Sunday, showers and thunderstorms Monday, but a virtual dry weather pattern after that, except maybe for a scattered shower next Wednesday.